Hi friends, Krista here. Thanks for stopping by Books and Jams. Today we are going to be talking about my recommendations cart. This is my current cart for 2024, and today I am going to be removing everything off of the cart and asking you to provide books for my 2025 recommendations cart. So I, in the past, have gone through book by book and showed you what's left on the cart. I am not going to do that this year. We're going to talk a little bit about numbers first, and then I'm going to do a little bit of an unhaul, and then I'll give you directions about how to recommend a book for my cart for 2025. So first off, the numbers. In 2024, I received 122 recommendations. Many of you picked the same books as other people, but there was 122 books that were originally on my cart for the year. I read 35 of those, which isn't very good. I should have a higher percentage of that, but that's just not what happened. I read 35 and I unhauled 6 so far. So far, I've unhauled 6. So we'll talk percentages in a minute. As of right now, I believe that it's a 33.6% completion or get it off the cart rate. I'm not going to go through every single book individually because I don't think they're all on here anymore. Things have gotten moved around. I know my middle grade are all over on my middle grade shelf. Other books just haven't stayed on the cart. They've gotten put back on shelves. I'm not sure what happened to all of them, but as of right now, this is what my cart looks like. I'm going to go through a little bit and see if there's going to be any unhauling of the books that are on here. This is what I always look at when I'm doing a live. My computer sits right on top here, and I'm not unhauling any of these books on the top because I definitely want to read them. I can't believe I haven't read these because I've been looking at them all year. I really want to read The Bandit Queens. Elantris I can understand because I did read other Sanderson this year. I really loved The House is on Fire by Rachel Beanland, so I'm very eager to read another book by her, Florence Adler Swims Forever. I think in 2025, one of the goals I have for myself is to read some Ted Dekker and see if he's still an author that I care about. I loved Ted Dekker for so long. I said that he was one of my favorite authors, kind of early BookTube days or before BookTube. But I haven't read anything by him in so long. So I need to revisit some Ted Dekker in 2025. Oh my word. I love Sadiqa Johnson. The Yellow Wife was phenomenal for me. I definitely want to read The House of Eve. I love Fiona Davis. I've heard that The Mountains Echoed isn't as good as his other ones, but I did like The Kite Runner and Thousand Splendid Suns. So I do want to read And the Mountains Echoed. This one has orphans in the title, but honestly, I feel like I have so many other orphan books. Virginia, 1933. I think I can unhaul this one. Are you shocked already? I'm keeping Hazel Gaynor, Agatha Christie. Caroline is about Little House on the Prairie. Caroline, right? Is that the one? Little House Revisited. So I'm interested in that. Curious Charms of Arthur Pepper. Definitely keeping those on there. Here, let's see. I think I'm going to unhaul this, The Swiss Nurse by Mario Escobar. I'm not interested. I have plenty other World War II books that I'm more interested in. I think maybe that's the only one. One Night on the Island. Do I need to read this? I feel like I can unhaul that one too. The Great Circle I'm unhauling. I feel like this is going to be boring. It's way too long. It's over 600 pages and I just am not eager to read that one, so I'm going to take that off. I already unhauled all of my contemporary Kristen Hanna books, so I'm going to go ahead and unhaul True Colors as well. Let's see. Oh, I've already said that I'm unhauling the other Martha Hall Kelly books. I've read Lilac Girls and enjoyed it, but I've just never reached for the rest of them, so that's going to go. Oh, I'm keeping this, The Sweetness of Forgetting. Lindsay just read it recently and loved it, so I'm keeping that. Yeah, I think I'm keeping everything else. Okay, so I do have 6 books to add to my unhaul list. I'm going to get rid of One Night on the Island by Josie Silver, The Sunflower Sisters by Martha Hall Kelly, True Colors by Kristen Hanna, Great Circle by Maggie Shipstead, The Swiss Nurse by Mario Escobar, and A Home for Unloved Orphans by Rachel Wesson. So those are 6 that are going to get unhauled. Adding those in, I had already put the Kristen Hanna one in, but adding those 6 books into my unhaul, I have a total of 46 that were either read or unhauled from my cart in 2024, and that means it's 37.7%, which is pretty good, almost 40%. I'm okay with that. So now what I need to do is build my cart for 2025, and how I do that is with your help. In the description down below, right near the top, is going to be a link to my Goodreads page. This year, I have divided out my owned TBR even more by taking off middle grade. So middle grade is not going to be an option for the cart in 2025. I just have my owned TBR fiction that's going on my cart for 2025. So just fiction books, no nonfiction, no middle grade. I am very eager to get into some of the mysteries that are on my shelves. So I would love for you to think about that. Another goal that I would like to do this year is to read a little bit more of my Christian fiction, my book of the month, series books. All of those are definitely good options. Actually, all of them are good options. So when you get the list, you can sort it by highest rated, lowest rated, how long it's been on my shelves. You can sort it by alphabetical author's last name, alphabetical title. There's lots of different ways that you can sort the list in order to help make your choice, because there are quite a few books on that list. Let me see where I'm at right now with how many are on that list. On my owned TBR fiction shelf on Goodreads, I have 530. So that has gone down because I took out the middle grade. I've done some big unhauling this year. So feel free to sort the list however you want to. Take a look at it, scroll through. You may not want to take the time to do all 530, but what I'm asking you to do is to just put one book in the comments, only one. So you might need to scroll through and get a couple options first and then pick the one that you want me to read the most. I will not put your second, third, fourth options if you put more than one. I will only put your first pick. So pick one book, and I'm going to go through and make myself a spreadsheet for 2025 and go ahead and build my cart for the new year. And I'm very excited. I've thought a couple times about not doing it for the next year. I've thought about doing something different with this cart, but I just love having a selection of books that are ones that you guys have picked for me. So that's what I'm going to do again. 2025. I think this is the 7th year of doing this, and I love it. I love it. So thank you so much for taking the time to go through my list, and I hope that you have fun looking through my own TBR list on Goodreads and picking a book for me to add to my cart for 2025. And I love that this is a way for us to feel connected in my reading. I love that I put who recommended the book in my spreadsheet, so I know who it is when I cross it off. I'm very thankful that this is an opportunity for us to have connection in my reading life. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here, and I look forward to seeing what you pick for 2025. And I look forward to chatting with you in another video very soon. Bye.